this symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Norton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the Ravens 44-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And so we're into maneuver. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Big yardage there on the scramble and gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now they're down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Jackson now. That is tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And give him 6 yards.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 70.
Throwing is Milton. And complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Milton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7. Nothing and looking for a response. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a first down. Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He finds his man complete. It's Norton. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up
Now Milton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Room here to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Milton. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go now.
A final shot before break. Milton. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From the gun, Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Touchdown! A great play there. 39 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Milton. He'll try, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again is Jackson. And Walker has it. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you can zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
The drive starts with a run by Balloon. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
I think they want to start getting back into this game and behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the bootleg, Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton. That is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
180! Get hot! 180!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Jackson now. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Luke for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, go.
Throwing is Milton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Milton gets this into the hands of Blue. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
Here we go. Cut up. Nice.
Milton. That'll be complete to Blue. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. So they get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. They get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Connection with Walker going across the formation. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Walker with a grab, left side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Milton now to throw. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Alert! Alert!
On first down, it's Blue. That's a strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. To throw is Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, officer, what?
Throwing now is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Norton. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Norton. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Milton. He hits Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 37 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Quick.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Jackson to throw. For the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Let's go now.
Here's Milton. Left side to Lamb. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Poses.